What up, guys, and welcome back to another TI King 210 NRL podcast video. We're here with another podcast, and we're going to go ahead and review every team's lineup, and then we're going to review, decide who we're going to tip here for round 6. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, Bulldogs and Panthers now. Stephen Crichton is injured. He done his shoulder, and so he'll be missing out against this Panther clash. And Billy Scott is out as well. So let's go ahead and review the lineup. Okay, Connor Tracy, Jake Kraz, Emi Tula, Bronson Sherry, Marcelo Montoya, Matt Burden, Lockie Galvin, Max King, Bailey Haywood, Samuel Hughes, Williami Kikia, Jake Preston, and Jamin Selman. At the bench of the Bulldogs, Kurt Mann, Stilly Tapanua, Harry Hall, Haynes, Sean O'Sullivan, Jake Tumpin, and Lipa Hopeye. Okay. Now Panthers lineup. Dylan Edwards, Thomas Jenkins, Paul Alamotti, Casey McLean, Brian Tuttle, Blaze Talangi, Nathan Cleary, Moses Leota, Mitch Kenny, Lindsay Smith, Isaiah Papali'i, Liam Martin, Isaiah Yote. Alright, the lineup. Bench. Jack Cogger, Billy Phillips, Scott Sorensen, Luke Garner, Isaac Tongo, and Freddie Lussick. Alright. Super Friday, Dragons and the Seagulls, Broncos and the Cowboys. Now look, it's tough being a Dragons fan. We're 5-0 now, 5 losses in a row. Let's have a look at the lineup. Alright. So, Tyrell Sloan, Christian Tuipulotu, Moses Sully, Valentine Holmes, Situ, Daniel Atkinson, Cole Flanagan, Uwe Gula, Damien Cook, Toby Couchman, Luciano Leilua, Jaden Sewer, Hamish Stewart, Jacob Little, Blake Laurie, Jacob Halingalu, Josh Kerr, Homo Saleh, Hamir, and Cade Reed. Cade Reed will be making his NRL debut off the bench for the Dragons on Friday at 6 p.m. Can't wait to watch Cade Reed. He's a talented young kid, and he deserves to get a first grade crack, and can't wait to see what he can do for us. Sea Eagles, Tom Trbojevic, Jason Saad, Talatau Kola, Ruben Garrick, Lee Haparade, Luke Brooks, Jamal Fogarty, Tala Pasika, Brandon Wakeham, Kobe Harrington, Holly Latu, Ben Trbojevic, Jacob Trbojevic, bench for the Eagles, Jake Simpkin, Corey Waddell, Ephraim Bullimore, Leon Onu, Paul Bryan, and Clayton Ola. Okay. I reckon Joey Walsh should get his debut soon. Alright. Okay. Second game of Super Friday, Broncos, Cowboys. Jesse Alvis, Josiah Kapani, Katoni Staggs, Jim Shimasaki, Dane Merida, Ezra Mann, Adam Reynolds, Corey Jensen, Corey Picks, Payne Haas, Brendan Picua, Jordan Ricky, Patrick Carrigan, Blake Moser, Xavier Wilson, Ben Tolte, Thomas Dufty, Hazing Perham. Cowboys lineup. Scott Drinkwater, Brandon Burns, Jackson Purdue, Tom Chester, Murray Talangi, Jack Clifford, Tom Dearden, Cohen Hess, Reed Marnie, Jason Tomalolo, Hillam Lukey, Kai O'Donnell, Ruben Cotter. Bench for the Cowboys, Suki, Luke, Griffin Neem, Thomas McHaley, Matthew Lodge, Zach Labert, Mason Barber. The outs. So Broncos have got Antonio out, Ben Hunt out, and Reece Walsh out, and the Cowboys have got Sam McIntyre out. Did we check the Dragons who they got and Seagulls who they got out? Let's have a look. Okay, so Clint Gutterson's out. to a hamstring, and David Farley got suspended for the foot up the Cowboys' neck, but it was just an accident. I don't know why he was suspended for it, but 1 game ban, so okay. Super Saturday, it is Rabbitohs, Raiders, Sharks, Roosters, Storm, and the Warriors. Okay. Oh, running nose. Okay. Jai Gray, Alex Johnston, Latrell Mitchell, Jack White, and Campbell Graham, Cody Walker, Jamie Humphries, Tavita Totola, Brent Smith, Karon Kolomatangi, David Feeder, Thomas Duncan, Cameron Murray. Bench for the Rabbitohs: Peter, Lachlan Harpner, Sean Kepi, Liam, Bronson Garlick, and Jaden Sullivan. Raiders lineup: Keanu Weeks, Tame, Simi, Sebastian Chris, Jet Stewart, Ethan Strange, Evan Sanders, Josh Papali'i, Tom Starley, Joseph Tuffney, Hudson Young, Noah Martin, Corey Horsborough, Jaden Bailey, Zach Hosky, Atta, Morgan Smithies, Dane Laurie, and Joe. Now, below for the Raiders, they have Xavier Savage is out, probably with an injury, and Mola Graham Tofa is out for the Rabbitohs. So yeah, okay, we head over to the second Super Saturday game. Sharks and Roosters: William Kennedy, Sione Katoa, Marlon Holly, Kyle Iro, Samuel Stonestreet, Brandon Trindle, Nico Hines, Addy Fanoa Blake, Blake Bailey, Toby Rudolph, Billy Burns, Ted Wilton, Jesse Bench, Brendan Nikua, Talakai, Kofusi, Ogen, Kofusi, Thomas Hazelton, PU, and TQ. Okay, Roosters: James Tedesco, Daniel Tupou, Hugo Savala, Robert Tua, Mark Nitawaze, Daly Chevier, and Sam Walker, Nathaniel White, Reece Robson, Lindsay Collins, Angus Crichton, Sora Wong. Victor Radley is back from suspension. Bench for the Roosters: Connor Watson, Spencer Leniu is back, Nat Butcher, Salusi, and Cody Ramsey and Tommy Salau. Cody Ramsey is on the bench for the Roosters. Oh God, I miss Cody Ramsey. Alright, last game Super Saturday, Storm and the Warriors. Now, both teams lost last week, and one of them are going to bounce back. We just don't know who it's going to be. Su'ulua Falongo, Will Warbrick, Jack Holworth, Nick Meaney, Moses Leo, Kevin Munster, John Hughes, Stefano, Harry Grant, Josh King, Joe Chan, Cooper Clark, Trent Leo. Bench for Storm: Tyron Wishart, Alec McDonald, Jack Harrington, David Molly, Lazarus, and Marina. Warriors: Tane, Dylan Celestia, Chanel Nick Adam Pommy, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, Chanel Harris Tavita, Tanea Boyd, James Fisher Harris, Wade Egan, Jackson Ford, Leka, Alsama, Jacob Laben, and Aaron Clark. Bench for the Warriors: Sam Healy, Milton Nikoa, Viminti Guanitna, Tana Smith, and Eddie. Okay. I reckon now's the time that Karen Pereira gets a chance for the Warriors on the wing or on the bench. Doesn't really matter. Alright, Super Sunday: Eels, Titans, Tigers, and the Knights. Alright. So Josh Papali'i, Nova, Will Pellicini, Brian Kelly. Hang on. Did we check if did we just check if who's out for the Storm? Sorry. Oh yeah, Luke Metcalf is out. I think his hamstring played up again, and Salangi Brown is out for Storm. Let's see who else. Okay. Yeah, Jesse Ramian is out. I think by injury or suspension, and Billy Smith is out for the Roosters. Okay, now we can go back. Oh yeah, so Luke Metcalf is out, and Solangi to Brown is out. So okay. So Will Peterson, Brian Kelly, Josh Adakar, Ronald Vockman, Mitchell Moses, Jack Williams, Wiley Smith, Junior Polo, Kamatalangi, Hugh Katonga, Dylan Walker, bench of the Eels, Tony De Silva, Charlie Geimer, Sam Tolini, Luca Moretti, Jack DeBellin, and Timmy Brown. Look, with me, I would put Jack DeBellin at lock. He was great for the Dragons, and he deserves to have a chance. But alright, Titans, Kanakini, Mr. Flamami, Jojo Fafita, AJ Brinson, Philip Sami, Lachlan Elias, Jane Campbell, Khalees Haas, Sam Verrills, Tino Filisarmi, Amahalu Benel, Fermor, Chris Randall. Bench of the Titans is Curtis Moran, Cooper Byer, Wagner, Oliver, Jaden DeGroot, and Jet Lu. Alright, last game is Super Sunday, Tigers and the Knights. Jaribula, Tavana, Suachuruva, Makanisini, Joel Skelton, Jock Maiden, Adam Dewey, Terrell May, Abby Coruscant, Fanal Paul, Samuel Fanu, Kai Pispor, Alex Twile. Bench of the Tigers, Latu Finau, Sione Finau, Royce Hunt, Alex Safer, Tristan Hope, Patrick Herbert, Fletcher Hunt, Dominic Young, Dan Gagai, Wilson Kelsey, Greg Marju, Fletcher Sharp, Sanders Smith, Jake Salfidi, Phoenix Crossland, Trey Mooney, Dylan Lucas, Jermaine McEvan, Matt Croker, Harrison Graham, bench from the Knights, Harrison Graham, Tyson Brazil, Silisalu, Thomas Kant, Tyson Gamble, and Cody Hopwood. Alright, now, Bradman Best is out to an injury, and Luke Sully got suspended one match against the Eels for the high tackle. The Eels, it's just a nightmare for the Eels. Sean Russell is out due to concussion. Jonah Peasant, I think he's either injured or suspended. Bailey Sorensen was rushed to the hospital yesterday's game. Dislocated and ankle, I think it was, and unfortunately he's ruled out as well for the rest of the season, and Upper Twiley ruled out, and Max Beanay is out. So the Eels injury crisis nightmare for them. They've got a lot of players getting injured and getting ruled out. It's just a nightmare for the Eels, and so it's just a big nightmare crisis for the Eels at the moment. So Rockman is in at 5'8" for Jonah Peasant. So, and another is on the wing for the Eels. So just a nightmare for the Eels. Okay, and the Dolphins have the bye. So that's the lineup. Now we're just going to decide who we're going to tip here for round 6. We're starting off Super Thursday. Panthers, Bulldogs. Look, the way the Panthers are playing, honestly, they're playing great football. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, the Bulldogs have went from 2 wins to 2 losses, and I think I'm going to have to go with the Panthers here. I reckon the Panthers are going to put at least 50 points or something on the Bulldogs. I'm going to go... So, who I'm going to tip between these two teams, I'm going to tip the Panthers here over the Bulldogs. Alright, Super Friday, Dragons, Eagles, Broncos, Cowboys. The Dragons have started the season off from bad to worse. 5 straight losses and no wins yet. But I am going to be... But for this one, I'm going to be back in the Dragons here over the Manly Sea Eagles. Alright, Broncos, Cowboys. This one's going to be tough. But with this one, I'm going to tip the Broncos here over the Cowboys. I just hope that I'm doing this right. Broncos here over the Cowboys. Alright, Super Saturday. Rabbitohs, Raiders, Sharks, Roosters, Storm and Warriors. Look, once again, the Rabbitohs are off to a good start of the season. 3 wins, 1 loss, and they sit 4th on the ladder. But with this one between the Raiders and the Rabbitohs, I'm going to tip the Rabbitohs here over the Raiders. Alright, Sharks, Roosters. Another tough game, but the Sharks had an outstanding game last round and the round before. So, against the Raiders and the Warriors. But with this one, I'm going to tip the Sharks here to upset the Roosters. Alright, Storm and the Warriors. This at 7:35 PM on Super Saturday. I'm going to tip... With this one, I'm going to go with the Melbourne Storm here over the Warriors. Super Sunday, Eels, Titans, West Tigers and the Knights. With this one between the Eels and the Titans, I think the Eels will bounce back and get the job done against the Gold Coast Titans. So with this one, I'm going to tip the Eels here over the Titans. West Tigers and the Knights. This one should be good. West Tigers got the job done over the Eels yesterday in Golden Point, 22-20. So with this one, I'm going to go with the West Tigers here over the Knights. And the Dolphins have the bye. And that's going to do us for this podcast. Please make sure you leave your comment. Please make sure you comment down below who you're going to tip here for round 6 and who do you reckon will cause an upset during these games this week. Please make sure you drop your tips down in the comments, and please make sure you subscribe to my channel TI King 210, and please subscribe to our YouTube TI King 210 NRL podcast YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday, 4 o'clock. Peace and yeet.